Okay, now this is a more detailed uh, instructional video on how to finish setting up your scanner. So once you're signed in and connected to the network, uh, we'll go over channel select. So if you go into channel select, and then you can scroll down through all of the systems. Now I have a lot of the systems filtered out right now. So if you tap on the systems, you'll see I have a lot of these systems turned off. So whichever ones that you don't want to have access to or immediate access to, you could always turn them back on. So if I turn Portage back on and Turk Stark back on, these buttons right now, there's a bug that they don't update on this screen, but if you close this out and then scroll down, you'll see that I now have Stark County in there. So if I go to systems again and scroll down to Stark, I can turn that back off and then close that, and now I don't have Stark in my list here. So that's one way of shortening down this list to where you don't have to scroll so far to get to what you want. So once you get that set up, then you can hit the drop down arrow on one of the counties, and then you can start to add in your talk groups. So if we go to fire dispatch, these are all the fire dispatch ones you have for Columbiana County. So whichever ones you want to turn on, you just tap on them and it will turn those on. To save it as a favorite, if you press and hold on it, then that will add it to your favorites list. And now if we back out of this, you'll see we have an added favorites at the top. And you can enable all of them, or you can enable some or none just by hitting that button there. So that's going over talk groups in a quick tutorial there. Now let's go back to our settings. So if we go to our settings screen, then we can set up our alert preferences. So also you can turn on to start the feed when the app starts. So you can turn that on. And then if we go to alert preferences, then you can go to your county that you want alerts for. So I'm going to go to Columbiana County, and we'll go to fire, and I can turn on for Columbiana. And then you can set what keywords you want. So for this one, we'll do medical and fire since they run both. And then we'll go to another one here. So let's go to 15 dispatch. This is fire, so we can do fire, and they also do some medical, so we'll do some medical there. But that's basically what you need to do to set up your alerts. And once you do that, you're going to hit save, and then we can go back out of that. Here you can also change your password if you need to, or you can delete your account altogether, or you can sign out. But once we get that set up, then that's pretty much all you need to get set up within the app itself. Again, you still have your main buttons here on the screen that you can hold on a system or hold on a talk group, skip, whichever thing you need to do with that. But we also have the ability to add in other scanners. So if we go to the app settings, and I have a couple other ones added here already, but you can also add a scanner from alert page. So if you go into his and select which state you want, so we'll do Ohio for instance, and then you can do all of these scanners here. You can add them in through his system. You do have to get an unlock code from his system, and he charges separate fees separate from what Ohio RSN does, but you can set that up, and we'll have more other systems coming hopefully in the future. But you can also add a scanner manually. So if you want to add your own scanner, if you're a feed supplier, or if you know someone that has a scanner feed supplied and you have theirs, you can enter the name and enter their URL for that scanner and add that in manually, which is what I've done with a couple that I have here. So other than that, you can also go to playback. So on playback, you don't have to wait for this to load like you used to have to. You can go straight in and hit system, select a system. You can go to a talk group, select that talk group, and then it will only load the calls that pertain to that particular talk group and system. You can also load just the favorites. So if you wanted to click on that, and that would load the ones from your favorites as well. It does take a little bit sometimes still because it's quite an extensive history database, but it's a lot faster than what it was previously. So hope this helps out, and let us know if you have any questions.